Shall we dive into the next track here on Taking Tiger Mountain? I think we shall. Let's go ahead and listen to the next one here. Fat Lady of Limbourg. Well, if she sings, then that means it's over. That means it's all over. Let's go ahead and listen to the track. I'm going to pull it up right now here for us. Hope that you guys are doing well, by the way. Hope you guys are feeling good wherever you are, however you are. Hope everything's going well for you. There was some rain earlier. There was some storms over here. It's dark now. The storms have cleared. I won't say the sun's come out because it hasn't quite. It's still kind of overcast here, but otherwise everything's going fine on this side of the jungle. Let's go ahead and listen to this track. We'll talk about it after. Let's dive on in. Kind of creeping in.
Well, I rang up Pantucci, spoke to Lucia, gave them all they needed to know. If affairs are proceeding as we're expecting soon enough, the weak spots will show.
I like this kind of stilted rhythm with the
I assume you understand that we have options on your time, and we'll ditch you in the harbor if we must.
Okay.
But if it all works out nicely, you'll get the bonus you deserve from doctors we trust.
And I like the little percussion too. Like just
the
like
fat
the
lady of Limbourg looked at the samples that we sent and furrowed her brow.
Okay.
You would never believe that she tasted royalty and fame if you saw her now.
I hate to still hear elements being brought
But
into
her sense of taste is such that she'll distinguish with her tongue the subtleties a spectrograph would miss, and announce a decision while demanding her reward, a jellyfish kiss.
Okay. Just gently trotting along.
Now we checked out this duck quack who laid a big egg oh so black it shone just like gold, and the kids from the city, finding it pretty, took it home, and there it was sold. It was changing hands for weeks till someone left it by their fire, and it melted to a puddle on the floor. For it was only a candle, a Roman scandal.
I like this singing
so
a lot, actually.
That's what we're paid for. That's what we're paid for. That's what we're paid for here.
So I know that I shouldn't look too deeply into some of Eno's lyrics, but I gotta tell you, I have no idea what's happened. Something was found. Something from some faraway land was found, and the lady tasted it, and she likes delicacies or something. I don't know. What I do know is I like how entrancing this track is, because it moves along at a somewhat no, I don't know, slog is a dirty word. That's a negative. I don't mean to say it in a negative way, but it just moves at this very lazy, laissez-faire kind of pace, with the horns accenting the movements. You have varying percussion, which I think is so cool throughout this track, and you have it building up in different moments. You have that gong or the crash that's hit at certain moments, like at the end of the sequence, and then you have, of course, the hand drums that are brought in. You hear like a lot of random sounds like that. And then Eno himself, he's singing like with this very numb, almost emotionless, lack of feeling kind of way, just like very matter of fact. And this is a very like cold song, I would say. But once again, I don't mean that in a negative. I mean that like that's just the feeling that it gives me. But at the same time, like I said before, it's kind of inviting. It kind of gets you into I don't know what the story is, but it kind of gets you like interested in it. And I would say musically, even though there's not a lot of sparks, for lack of a better word, there are a lot of subtle movements and little tiny things that are happening in there that I think is really enjoyable. I think that this is a nice kind of atmospheric track. It kind of dwells in its own atmosphere. I could see how you could feel like it might go on a little bit too long, but if you enjoy what's there, then it's not too bad. Here, I think that it's pretty like perfectly ending where it is. It could have been cut a tiny bit, but I don't think anything was lost by having it go on an extra minute or so. While I rang up Pantucci, spoke to Lucci, I gave them all they needed to know. If affairs are proceeding as we're expecting, soon enough the weak spots will show. I assume you understand that we have options on your time, and will ditch you in the harbor if we must, but if it all works out nicely, you'll get the bonus you deserve from doctors we trust. I really have no idea what's going on. I really like, my thought is like, I don't know, they're trying to make a deal, and as long as everything works out, you'll get paid nicely and handsomely. But if not, I don't know, maybe you'll end up at the bottom of the harbor. The fat lady of Limbourg looked at the samples that we sent, furrowed her brow. You would never believe that she'd tasted royalty and fame. If you saw her now, but her sense of taste is such that she'll distinguish with her tongue the subtleties a spectrograph would miss, and announce her decision while demanding her reward, the jellyfish kiss. I have no idea what this means. I just feel like they're bringing back an item for her, and if she likes it, everyone's good. If she doesn't like it, y'all are dead. I don't know why I'm getting that kind of idea from this. Now we checked out this duck quack who laid a big egg so black it shone just like gold, and the kids from the city, finding it pretty, took it home, and there it was sold. It was changing hands for weeks till someone left it by the fire, and then it melted, and it was a candle. Know what this song's about. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. You can follow me over on Twitter. You can support the channel on Patreon. Thank you guys so much for being here. I don't know what this thing's about. It sounded nice though. Bye guys.